What's up, guys? Thanks for stopping by Casks-n-Que, where whiskey and barbecue meet. I'm your host, Justin Lloyd. I have with me my good friend Henry Turner.
Hello.
And today, what do we got on the docket?
Sweet baby Jesus. We have 2024 Coy Hill release.
Ooh, buddy. I can't wait to get into this one.
This is going to be exciting.
Yes, it is. Well, Henry, thanks for bringing this one over. Do you want to give us a little background on this, how you got it?
Yeah, I will. I'll talk about this, but let's just talk about Coy Hill releases in general. There have been 3 separate Coy Hill releases. The first one was in 2022, where they released single barrels. Those proofs range between, I think, 130 all the way up to hazmat, like 145, 146. Then the second release, which is the most fabled of them all, was 375 small batch. And they had one that went up to as high as 155 proof. If you find that thing online, it goes for like $1,600.
$1,600.
Yes,
And
you
it can
can
be
trade BTAC straight up for a 375.
Wow. All right.
So then they skip a year, and they come back to this year, making this the special release from Jack Daniels. And this is, once again, single barrels, but this time they said they want to focus more on flavor than the intensity of the proof. And most of these proofs range between 125 to 137 proof. The only one that I've seen online, the highest for this particular release, has been 134. So the funny story about this specific bottle, not this one, but the first one that I got 2 of these this year, was lucky, but also the first one I extremely worked hard for. There's a guy on Instagram, I think it's Barrel House 107 or 407. I have to look that up. But I think he works at Jack Daniels, and he always talks about the releases. And he said, hey, guess what? They're going to be releasing this bottle on Wednesday if you come to the distillery. And me and my good friend traveled out there Tuesday after work, stayed up all night, and slept on the side of the street to get the bottle for $90.
There's a horror movie in there somewhere.
And we were out there with 400 other people, so if we were going to die, we were all going to go, right?
Right.
So we ended up getting the bottle. We only had about an hour of sleep that day, and we made it back home, but we got that whiskey, and that's what it's all about, right? So, but this is my second one. I got this from a loyalty release in Memphis through a liquor store that I'm partnered up with there, so, or, you know, I'm in their loyalty club. So we're going to get into this. It'll be a fresh crack for us today, so.
Let's do it. All right, let's look at this in the glass. Another dark one.
Man, so do you remember the Golden Promise that they have from Rocktown?
I do.
How it's got a little bit of that orange hint to it. You know, I know it comes in this orange label, but to me, it's just got that ever so slightness in the brown of just an orange hue to it.
Yeah, I can see that. There's almost like a copper to it as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's some good looking. That's good looking juice right there. All right, well, let's nose it, taste it, and talk about it.
All right, so with Coy Hill, so the story is that this particular warehouse on Coy Hill, they were up at the top of the rick house, and they found out the temperatures were skyrocketing up there. And so they ended up hollowing out that area and putting barrels up there, and, you know, thus leads us to the coveted Coy Hill releases that come out that we know and love, this Tennessee Gold.
The nose on this thing is exquisite.
Mm.
It's one of the best smelling whiskeys I've ever come across.
The one thing that I always say about it is it's an intense one-noter though, right? Not super complex, not a lot going on with it.
But it's
the best one-note whiskey I've ever had in my life. That's what I would say about all these, man. So it's just,
it doesn't even smell. I mean, it's almost to the point where it doesn't smell like whiskey.
No, it's just.
I mean, it's
like
just so.
It's an intense, like, brown sugar, molasses, concentrate. Like, if you could have whiskey extract, that's what this will be, just whiskey extract.
Brown sugar and molasses, that's perfect.
Oh, yeah. What's in there?
A little bit of the charcoal filtration comes through.
Yeah.
You know, it's a Tennessee whiskey, so that's the Lincoln County process.
Mm-hmm.
Charcoal filtration. Man, let's give this thing a taste.
Can't wait. Reason why required is it's still going. It's still going. We're gonna need to watch this on the video. I'm gonna let you know when I can't taste it anymore. That's yet to happen.
My God.
It's still going.
Oily, mouthfeel is just viscous, completely coating the palate.
Maybe right there. I'd say maybe it starts to die off right there. I'd say it's a good 20
yeah,
second.
about right there, yeah.
20, 25 second pour. Just intense, that concentrated, everything special. You know, don't want to get too deep in this. Like I said, it's not a very complex pour, but just absolutely everything you want out of a Tennessee whiskey or a bourbon, just concentrated into one note and just made the most impressive I've ever had in my life.
You know, you say it's not complex. I mean, I guess you're right, but what it lacks in complexity, it makes up for in the punch and the flavor.
Sheer firepower.
Just power. Yeah. Exactly.
You're right. This thing kind of does bully your palate. It's like, I'm going to come in with this intense flavor, and there's going to be nothing else, and you're not going to care. Yeah.
It tastes so freaking good, it doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. And I don't even want to take another drink. It's just so good. I want to, like, bottle this up. That's one you want to do the Kentucky Chew on for sure.
I come back to it.
Man alive.
Bacon spices, a little bit of herbal in there too.
Oh yeah, I guess we got to tell everybody what we think.
Yeah, I know, right?
I kind of got lost in my own moment.
I came into the second pour, second taste, and I'm like, yeah, it's got some herbal, but man, this finish is one of the longest finishes I've ever had on a pour.
To me, it's a caramel bomb.
Yeah, just.
It's like a spicy caramel, and it is maybe toasted caramel. It's got a little bit of vanilla, and it's got the herbal in the back. For me, the herbal's in the back. The nose is intense. The mouthfeel is intense. I was going to say complex. It's not complex. It's just powerful. But it's deliciously powerful.
And the reason why I would say powerful, like, there's really not anything in here that's tangy or sweet.
No.
Like, the best way I was thinking about it is like, it's a raw cookie dough if you didn't add sugar to it. Like, just everything else except none of the sweet, even though there's a little hint of sweet in there. Yeah. But man, it's just like super, super in your face, and I love it. This whiskey can get it.
Let's rate it. Availability, taste, and value.
So believe it or not, the availability on this thing is going to be better than most. They put out a lot of these. I think the rumor was 70,000 bottles, which is actually pretty good for a limited release and varying different proofs. So I'm going to put the availability on this one at maybe a 7. What's in the bottle? 14 out of 10. You know, I mean, I'm not gonna even sugarcoat it. Now, here's gonna be the funny thing. You got two different values on this. The original value of this bottle, what I got it for, is like $90. I got it for $90 twice. Secondary is about $600. So,
luckiest man alive.
I wouldn't say that. So, if you're getting an MSRP, the value on this thing is a 20 out of 10. If you're getting it for secondary, I still think the value might be a 7 out of 10. If I was going to rate this bottle all together, I'm still going to give it like a 9. And the only thing that hurts it is the availability, and the availability is better than most. That's how I feel about it.
I think I've only given a 10 to one other bottle. I think it's George T. Stagg, if I'm not mistaken. This is a 10.
Woo!
It's to me, it's a perfect whiskey.
Yes.
And the reason I say that is because the MSRP is fine. $90 or 90, whatever it is. Availability, 70,000 bottles. Yeah. It's not like you have to, get super lucky to find it.
Truth, yeah.
And this is one of the most flavorful whiskeys I've ever had in my life. Goodness. 10. It's a 10. That's where I am.
Well, I guess every time I come over here to do drink throughs, we're going to be reviewing this from now on, right?
Every one of them. You keep bringing them, my man. Well, that's what we got. Thanks for sticking around. If you don't mind, go ahead and like, subscribe, and smash the bell. When you smash the bell, it will notify you when we upload new content. Henry, thanks again, my friend.
Thank you for having us, and we'll see you guys on the next pour.